We do. We have a weather alert day that starts tomorrow morning and it goes through it goes from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. But I think we're going to see some storms develop just out ahead of that a little bit earlier in some of our far western counties, but eventually making it into the DFW Metroplex right as we get into rush hour.
And that can be tricky too, especially when you start talking about those pre-dawn hours when a lot of us are still sleeping and you may get awakened and there's a severe situation going on, so you want to know what's going on ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to stay weather aware. If you have a weather radio, that's going to be very crucial. Just make sure you keep your alarms up tonight. That will not be a bad thing because we are talking about this weather alert day starting technically at 3 a.m. goes all the way until 8 a.m. But after that, we've got more to talk about. So the impacts are going to be the damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, up to quarter-size hail. But we cannot rule out an isolated quick spin-up or a tornado. That will be a possibility. So just make sure that you stay weather aware and check in very early tomorrow morning. So this is how it's looking. This is going to be late tonight through very early tomorrow morning. As of right now, we do have an enhanced risk of severe weather for some of our far northwest counties, but it actually does include really all the way down towards Denton and just north of Fort Worth. Now, Dallas itself, we're going to be in that slight risk, but we're still in that category 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. And then once we get to Tuesday morning through midday, the higher threat for severe weather, that's going to shift off to the east, but we're still going to be in that slight risk of still seeing some storms around. After that, the cold front moves in. We're going to have a whole lot of wind coming in out of the west to eventually the northwest. Gusts as high as around 50 miles an hour. So we're going to have some blowing dust, but it's also been really dry west of I-35. So we're going to have an elevated fire threat, but just to the southwest, it's going to be in that critical area. So right now we're nice and quiet. It's cloudy. It's cool. Temperatures are in the mid 60s. We have some 70s in parts of our southwest towns. It's already windy. That wind out of the south, gusts as high as around 35 miles an hour. Tonight, we stay quiet until about midnight. By 3 a.m., at least in Dallas, we're still quiet. But by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we are expecting the rain and storms to move in. We'll talk more specifically about the timing for the rest of the morning coming up in just a little bit.